God do not strengthen men with comfort, they do it with resistance. A life without challenge produces noise, not power. Such men speak much and stand for nothing. Hardship arrives without mercy, and it shows a man who he truly is, not who he pretends to be in safety. Under strain, excuses die. Only discipline survives. Each trial hardens the mind, steadies the eye, and teaches a man to rule himself before he dares rule anything else. Dominance is not rage. It is stillness under pressure. It is knowing you have suffered and did not break. Time is the only currency that never forgives debt. Money can be earned back, strength can be rebuilt, even reputation can be repaired. But time, once spent, is erased forever. Time doesn't care about your intentions, your excuses, or your pain. It rewards only action. It punishes delay silently. Every wasted hour is not neutral. It is a vote for the life you don't want. While you hesitate, time is sculpting your future without your consent. In the end, time doesn't ask who you wanted to become. It only reveals who you chose to be. Freedom is not the permission to indulge every desire. That is slavery disguised as pleasure. The man who must obey his urges is not free. He is governed by hunger, impulse, and fear. The Stoics understood this clearly. He who cannot command himself will always be commanded by something else. Pleasure, comfort, approval, or pain. Desire is endless. Satisfy one, and another rises to replace it. Thus the ungoverned man lives in quiet bondage, chasing relief instead of peace. True freedom begins with restraint, with the ability to say no when the body begs yes, with mastery over impulse, not indulgence in it. Self-hypnosis is not some mystical nonsense. It's disciplined self-command. When you repeatedly impress a thought into the subconscious, the mind stops debating and starts obeying. Personality isn't fixed, it's programmed. And most people are running trash programs written by fear, doubt, and habits they never chose. Self-hypnosis rewrites that code. When you enter deep focus and speak to yourself with authority, your nervous system aligns with that command. Confidence stops being an act. Discipline stops being forced. Your behavior changes first, then your identity follows. That's why weak men mock it, because it requires silence, repetition, and patience. Obsession is not madness. It is clarity taken to its extreme. While others divide their attention, the obsessed eliminate everything that does not serve the goal. Pleasure becomes irrelevant. Comfort becomes noise. What remains is hunger, sharp, disciplined, relentless. Obsession builds stamina of the mind. It teaches you to endure boredom, pain, repetition, and silence, while others quit at the first sign of resistance. This is how dreams stop being fantasies and start becoming systems. History doesn't remember the balanced. It remembers the consumed. Every great achievement is the residue of obsession, applied daily, without applause, without permission. If your dream doesn't keep you awake, you don't want it badly enough. Wisdom is the quiet power that outlives strength, wealth, and youth. Muscle fades, money moves, noise dies. But wisdom remains when everything else collapses. A strong man can break walls. A rich man can buy doors. But a wise man knows which wall to avoid and which door not to open. Wisdom is not knowing more. It is seeing deeper. It turns pain into instruction, failure into vision, and silence into clarity. It doesn't rush. It doesn't boast. It chooses correctly when others choose fast. In a world addicted to speed, wisdom wins by precision. Those who possess it don't chase power. Power follows them. Wasted time dulls the mind. Wasted energy weakens the will. Wasted desire scatters power into nothing. But the moment a man decides to conserve, everything changes. His focus sharpens. His thoughts gain weight. His silence becomes heavier than most people's words. Conquest does not begin outside. It begins when impulses are mastered, when discipline replaces distraction, when intention governs action. A man who no longer leaks his energy starts accumulating force. That force becomes clarity. Clarity becomes direction. Direction becomes dominance. He stops reacting. He starts commanding. He is no longer busy. He is deliberate, no longer hungry for validation. He is building legacy. Self-belief is not noise. It is quiet certainty. It is the decision to trust your own judgment when the world offers doubt instead of proof. A man who believes in himself does not wait for permission. He acts before confidence appears, knowing that confidence is born from action, not thought. When obstacles rise, self-belief turns resistance into instruction. Failure stops being a verdict and becomes information. What others call impossible is often just unfamiliar ground. The one who trusts himself walks it anyway. History is not shaped by the most gifted, but by those who refuse to abandon belief when results were delayed. Trust yourself long enough, consistently enough, and what once felt unreachable becomes inevitable.
A man's true strength is not in how loud he speaks or how many people he dominates. That's fragile strength, borrowed, insecure, performative. Real strength is restraint, the ability to feel anger and not be owned by it, to feel desire and not become its slave, to face fear and still choose principle over comfort. Any animal can react, only a disciplined mind can pause. A weak man needs validation, applause, and enemies to feel alive. A strong man can stand alone, unseen, uncelebrated, and still do what is right. Strength is not proven in chaos. It is revealed in silence, consistency, and self-control. The man who conquers himself never needs to conquer the world. Being intellectual isn't about sounding smart. It's about thinking clearly when everyone else is emotional. An intellectual questions beliefs, especially their own. They read, observe, listen, and stay silent until they understand. They don't chase validation. They chase truth, even when it's uncomfortable. In a world addicted to opinions, the intellectual chooses depth over noise, logic over ego, and growth over comfort. That's not arrogance. That's discipline of the mind. You think richness is money, comfort, applause. That's a lie sold to weak minds. True richness is waking up without regret, a strong body that obeys you, a calm mind that isn't owned by addiction, fear, or comparison, a soul that knows its purpose and doesn't beg for validation. If you have discipline, clarity, and self-respect, you're already richer than most people chasing numbers they'll never keep. I asked myself a question most people are too scared to face. Am I living or just surviving with a smile? Every day I wake up, follow routines, chase approval, obey timelines I didn't choose, career, money, status, validation, all handed to me by society. But when was the last time I asked what I want? Not what's safe, not what looks respectable, what actually feels alive. If your life only makes sense to others, it's not your life, it's a performance. Self-reflection isn't comfort, it's confrontation. He had knowledge, fame, authority. Still, he was empty. Al-Ghazali reached the peak and collapsed inside, so he walked away from everything. He exposed philosophy without God, proved reason alone can't reach truth. He didn't reject knowledge, he purified it. His words revived hearts, not egos. One brutal truth remains: if knowledge doesn't change you, it's not knowledge. Most people never meet themselves, they meet distractions. They mistake them for life. Silence scares them. Because silence asks questions. Who are you when nothing is watching? Comfort answers for you, truth does not. Suffering is not the enemy, avoiding meaning is. An empty life is loud, a meaningful one is heavy.
Across the world, millions carry a silent weight. Depression and anxiety, conditions that blur purpose, drain energy, and distort reality. Left unchecked, they consume a person from within, turning simple tasks into heavy burdens. But they are not undefeatable. With honest acknowledgement, consistent professional guidance, supportive environments, disciplined routines, and the courage to seek help, the mind begins to recover. Healing comes step by step, not instantly, but steadily. These struggles are powerful, yet the human spirit, when guided and supported, is stronger. In the heart of the 16th century, one man reshaped the map of the world. Suleiman, the Sultan who ruled an empire stretching across 3 continents. On the battlefield, he was unstoppable, a strategist who crushed enemies with precision, not chaos. But his real power wasn't just his sword, it was his mind. Under Suleiman, laws were refined, cities flourished, and culture hit its peak. He turned the Ottomans from a rising force into a global superpower. His legacy? A ruler who mastered war, justice, and empire building with a discipline no king of his era could match.
War is the arena where human ambition shows its ugliest honesty. Kingdoms rise, empires fall, and men who think they're immortal spill their blood over land, pride, and power. It forges legends, buries millions, and exposes every weakness a nation hides. War doesn't care about justice. It only rewards strength, strategy, and the will to survive. In its shadow, humanity learns the same brutal lesson every generation. Peace is only a pause before the next storm. Plato wasn't chasing opinions, he was hunting truth. In a world blinded by shadows, he dared to walk into the light and drag humanity with him. He challenged leaders, questioned reality, and exposed the illusions people cling to for comfort. His message? Strength isn't in muscles, it's in mastering your mind. Plato's legacy is a reminder that the man who thinks deeper, questions harder, and refuses easy answers becomes unstoppable. He built ideas that outlived empires, because real power is the courage to seek truth when everyone else settles for lies.
He wasn't just a philosopher, he was an architect of thought, dissecting reality with ruthless precision. Logic, biology, politics, ethics. He mapped the foundations of human knowledge, centuries before science even had a name. While others chased myths, he demanded proof. While others followed crowds, he questioned everything. His ideas didn't echo through history, they shaped it. Aristotle didn't study the world. He defined how the world would be studied forever.
Nikola Tesla, a genius or a madman? In the shadows of innovation, Tesla's mind sparked like no other, creating a world of electricity unlike anything seen before. Yet, as he chased his dream of wireless power, the powers that be feared his vision, threatening their control. Mocked, attacked, and isolated, Tesla's brilliance became a curse, his inventions overshadowed by conspiracy and silence. Was he a hero ahead of his time, or a dangerous outcast? This story is a dark saga of genius and betrayal, where light battles shadow, and the war is far from over.
Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a genius, he was a one-man revolution. He refused to stay in one box, so he mastered every box: art, anatomy, engineering, flight. While others copied rules, he rewrote them. His mind ran centuries ahead of everyone else, proving one truth: the world doesn't remember the followers. It remembers the ones who think so far beyond the limits that the limits look stupid. Religion, a force of faith, guidance, and community for billions. Yet, throughout history, it has also been twisted, used as a weapon to divide, control, and justify violence. From the Crusades to modern sectarian conflicts, leaders have exploited belief to gain power, manipulate masses, and wage wars in the name of the divine. Beyond dogma, religion is a mirror of humanity, capable of profound good, yet equally vulnerable to human greed and fear. Understanding it requires honesty. Faith can inspire, but it can also be misused.
Ibn Battuta wasn't a tourist, he was a storm in motion. At 21, he left home with nothing but conviction and walked into the unknown. Deserts, kingdoms, oceans, he crossed them all, not for glory, but for knowledge. He mapped cultures, recorded empires, and turned the world into a classroom. While others feared distance, he made it his identity. His journey wasn't measured in miles, but in the courage to keep moving when comfort begged him to stop. Ibn Battuta proved one truth: the world belongs to those who dare to step beyond their limits. Fear is the world's most loyal liar. It shows up first and tells you you're not ready. Most people freeze, and that's why they stay forgettable. But the ones who rise, they do the opposite. They move toward the fear, not away from it. Every step into discomfort rewires your mind, builds your presence, and hardens your character. Fear doesn't disappear, it submits. Face the thing you avoid and watch your life break open in ways comfort could never deliver. Emotions are fire. In the wrong hands, they burn your life down. But when you learn to hold that fire, you stop reacting like a slave and start acting like a strategist. Anger becomes fuel. Fear becomes awareness. Pain becomes discipline. Most people are puppets pulled by their feelings. The ones who win are the ones who control the fire instead of running from it. Listen, your life isn't failing because you lack talent. It's failing because you can't even commit 2 minutes. You want a better body? Do 2 minutes of push-ups. You want a sharper mind? Read for 2 minutes. You want a cleaner life? Clean your damn room for 2 minutes. Stop lying to yourself with, "I'll start tomorrow." If you can't dominate 120 seconds, you'll never dominate your life. Great men aren't built by motivation. They're built by small actions done relentlessly. So today, prove one thing, that you're stronger than 2 minutes. He wasn't born to follow orders. He was born to rewrite them. Julius Caesar, the man who looked at a collapsing republic and said, "I'll build an empire instead." He led with fire, ruled with vision, and walked through betrayal like it was destiny. You can kill the man, but you'll never kill the idea. Power belongs to those who take it. In the heart of the Crusades, when empires clashed and faith was tested, one name rose above all: Salahuddin Ayyubi. A warrior with the mind of a strategist and the heart of a believer, he united fractured Muslim lands, stood against the might of the Crusaders, and reclaimed Jerusalem, not with cruelty, but with mercy. Even his enemies bowed to his honor. His sword brought victory, but his character made him immortal. Power, discipline, and control over one's mind, that is the mark of true strength. Marcus Aurelius didn't chase power, he commanded himself. When the world burned with chaos, he stood still, calm as a mountain, unshaken by storms. He conquered not lands, but emotions. Remember this, your greatest empire is within you. Rule your thoughts, or they will rule you. Marcus Aurelius. Power is not given, it's taken. Destiny bows only to those ruthless enough to seize it. I was not born a king. I became one through will, discipline, and fire. The weak wait for permission, the strong take command. Empires fall, men die, but greatness, true greatness, is carved by those who refuse to kneel. Remember this, history remembers the conqueror, never the coward. Napoleon. Perception is everything. Two people can live the same life. One sees problems, the other sees possibilities. The world doesn't shape your reality, your perception does. Change how you see, and you change how you think. Suddenly, obstacles become lessons, pain becomes fuel, and fear becomes direction. The most powerful transformation doesn't happen in your body or surroundings, it happens in your mind. Master your perception, and you master your life. Desires are the invisible strings that pull our actions. Most people live as slaves to them, chasing pleasure, comfort, and validation without even realizing it. But the truth is, desires are meant to serve you, not rule you. The moment you learn to delay gratification, to say no when your impulses scream yes, you separate yourself from the average. Discipline isn't about killing desire, it's about mastering it. Because when you control your desires, you don't just become stronger, you become unstoppable. Meditation isn't just sitting in silence, it's sharpening your mind like a blade. When you master it, you control your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. Stress fades, focus rises, and discipline becomes second nature. It builds mental strength, emotional balance, and unshakable confidence. A calm mind is a weapon, and meditation forges it. Lust is the silent killer of men. It drains focus, weakens will, and blinds vision. Every time you give in, you trade your purpose for a moment's pleasure. Greatness dies in that instant. But the man who masters his lust, he becomes unstoppable. His mind sharpens, his energy multiplies, and his discipline builds empires. Control your desires, or be controlled by them. The choice decides your destiny. The difference between believers and non-believers isn't faith, it's direction. A believer walks through chaos with purpose, knowing every pain has meaning. A non-believer faces the same chaos but sees only randomness, so he gives up when it gets hard. Belief isn't weakness, it's discipline. The strength to trust when logic fails. The believer builds even when he can't see the outcome. The non-believer waits to see before he builds. One moves by faith, the other waits and watches life pass him by. The difference between a hero and a villain isn't power, it's purpose. Both face the same pain, the same darkness, the same temptation to give up. The hero conquers his demons to protect others. The villain lets his demons conquer him and justifies destruction as justice. Every hero carries the potential to fall, and every villain once believed they were right. In the end, morality isn't about strength, it's about restraint. The hero saves despite the world's cruelty. The villain punishes because of it.